I'm Priscilla, a development worker from the Philippines, and I'm an impact scholar. I'll be studying Anthropology of Development and Social Transformation at the University of Sussex. I'm currently working with the government, specifically in policy research and training. I think as development workers, it's only when we actively engage with local stakeholders that an intervention can become sustainable, truly sustainable, and real impact can be made. The goal is not for us to be needed. The goal is for the community to mobilize their own resources, mobilize their own people, and become self-reliant so that they can take ownership of their challenges. The University of Sussex is not only the #1 university in the world for development studies, they also specialize in research and teaching participatory development approaches. So because I've been so deeply immersed in Philippine development work, I think it's especially beneficial for me to take a step back and to gain an international perspective so that I can see what else is possible for our country. I think when you start off as a development worker, you're brimming with possibility and idealism, and there's so much that you want to do. With the day-to-day work, the grind of it all, the challenges that you face, you risk losing that, so you lose that sense of possibility. And I think that's what studying abroad will give you, is to nurture that sense of possibility, to bring that back to life, because there really still is a lot possible for us as a country. And that's ultimately what I want to answer while I'm abroad, is what else can we do? What else can we do for our country, and how else can we make things better? So I actually first heard about the Impact Scholarship from my friend Ayan. She shared it with me because we both had dreams of studying abroad, and we were exchanging opportunities that we saw online with each other. I had experienced failures in applying in the past and thought maybe it isn't for me. But months later, that same friend, Ayan, introduced me to another friend who had actually applied and pursued studies in the UK. That started my journey in applying for the Impact Scholarship. I didn't have a lot of time left since I applied sort of late. I ended up submitting my application for the Impact Scholarship the night before the deadline. So 2 things. I think first and foremost, self-reflection is really important. I really needed to take a step back and assess where my career has been, also take ownership of my strengths, and be able to communicate what it is that I wanted to do, what kind of impact I wanted to make. And then second is research. So lining my own goals and my own career with the right program. I had to do research on universities in the UK, requirements, and what these programs would offer, professors, curriculum. So those 2 things I think were really crucial in helping me for my application. So my counselor is Joanna, and she was a huge help from the very start. She provided me with a list of the programs I could look into, the universities. And then later on, when I decided that these are the universities I'll study at, she helped me with the statement of purpose and even with my Impact Scholarship. I think what IDP is able to do through its committed and accommodating team of counselors is level the playing field and make world-class education more accessible to Filipinos. I think if you're like me, maybe you don't have anyone in your family who has ever been able to study abroad, let alone in a place like the UK. So it can be intimidating to think about applying. Maybe you won't even try it because you think, what do I know about it? So what IDP is able to do is provide you with that support, that reassurance that they can give you advice on what to do, how to prepare, and it's every step of the way. So for me, it really wouldn't have been possible without IDP. As I mentioned earlier, I was on the verge of giving up on that dream of studying abroad, but IDP made me realize that that dream of studying abroad was within my reach. At the University of Sussex, they have this concept. It's called engaged excellence. And this really resonates with me because it's grounded on the belief that if you write a paper or an article or you work on your dissertation and it's just kept in a library and no one gets to read it, what's the point? So engaged excellence is about using your academic knowledge to really make a difference, to make a real impact on communities. So it's actionable research. And this is what I'm able to learn through my program, is I'll be able to gain the skills and the knowledge to produce research that has a real impact on Filipino communities. own your story. At the end of the day, that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you stand out. Take the time to reflect on your journey. Find the common thread that runs through it. And own that. Put that in your application. Tell that story. And once you have that, just go for it. Just apply. Because IDP provides the support at no cost, there's really nothing to lose. And at the end of the day, even if you don't get the scholarship, you'll come away from the experience having a deeper understanding of yourself and what kind of impact you want to make. So yeah, just go for it.